Today, guys, we're going to talk about 3 credit hacks to instantly boost your credit score absolutely for free. So pay attention all the way to the end because I've got an amazing bomb-dropping video for you guys that's going to help you out tremendously in raising your credit score with absolutely no cost. All right, if it's your first time on the channel, actually, if you take a second, please, and subscribe to the channel. We're doing videos twice a day, not just in the morning, but also in night as well, so that you guys can learn credit. That way you can provide for your family, have a higher credit score, and ultimately have your finances in order. Because we believe that if you believe 10,000 hours, put 10,000 hours and master your craft. And if you guys are seeing the videos that I'm doing every single day, you know that it's free value. Some people just watch the videos. Some people say, hey, look, I want to take action, actually get in the credit game because I know that taking action is important. But I put out content every day so you guys can learn everything you need to know about credit. And I keep you up to date with all the top trending things that are, our clients are asking us. A lot of our students ask us, hey, what do I do here? What do I do here? So what we do is we put out videos based on that. So I want to share with you 3 hacks that you guys can start using right away to start to boost your credit score. And if you can find it in your heart to hit a thumbs up button, that would help our algorithm. Also, if you would do me a favor as well, there's a little button up there. It looks like a little bell. If you'd click the bell and then select the word all, that means that as the videos are coming in, every single day you're getting to see a notification saying, hey, Mike just put out a video. Remember, the more you can learn, the better you're going to get. It's like anything, right? It's like playing chess. When you first start, you're terrible. But as you get good, it starts to become fun. It's the same thing in the credit game. It's a game, guys. When you learn how to play the game of credit, you're going to start to know that your finances increase, your credit score increases, and ultimately you're going to live a better life because your credit score is higher. I can promise you this. People that have low credit scores typically don't live a better life. Statistically, they say people that have lower income and lower credit scores suffer with the qualities of life because they're not able to do the things that they would be able to do if their finances and their credits were in order. So I want to make sure that I can help each and every one of you guys and your family create a better life financially and have more freedom because your credit score raises. So we're going to talk about how you can instantly do it. So number one thing I want to talk about is called, and I've got some notes here that I've been writing down so that I can make sure I'm accurate in the things that I'm talking about because this is a lot of information. But the first thing we want to talk about is eCredible Lift. Now, this is a service that is going to link to your utilities. Okay, so let's talk about this for a minute. So it is a TransUnion-based service. Okay, and I'm going to talk a little bit on each one of them to help you out in all the areas for each bureau. But this is a TransUnion-based service. And so eCredible Lift uses TransUnion. You're talking about your power, you're talking about your gas, your water, your waste, your mobile phones, cable TV, internet, landline phones, if you guys still have those. My grandma still has the landline phone, but potentially can add up 24 months. You're talking about 2 years of history that you can add to your TransUnion overnight. It's that fast. And so this is a quick service where you guys can use. It's called eCredible Lift. And for people that have thin files, people that don't have a whole lot of credit, we call it the thin file or the ghost file. This would be an absolute game changer for you guys to be able to add positives. And what it's going to do is link to your utilities to be able to give you instant access to the things that you've been making payments on already. Why not get credit for it on your credit report? Okay, so eCredible Lift. Number 2 is Experian Boost. Now remember, I told you for free. These are free services, guys. So Experian Boost is going to link to your bank account. And what they're looking for is very similar things. Gas, mobile, utilities. We've got your home, your internet, your cable, your electric, your water, your solar power. You've got Netflix. You got Hulu. You've got HBO. You got Disney. These are all things. And what happens is Experian Boost links to your bank account to see your recurring payments. And basically, they are going to add that stuff to your credit report. And again, this is Experian Boost. So we talked about TransUnion first. This is actually Experian to boost up your Experian credit score by adding those positives for you guys that have been making payments on time for the things that are not normally reporting to your credit report, right? Nobody reports utilities and phone and water and gas and electric and cable. They don't report that stuff. Okay. But with Experian Boost, you're able to report the things that you've been making payments on time. And why not? Why not get that positive history that you've been making payments that you're normally going to make anyway? Now get it onto your credit report. So that's Experian Boost. The number three thing I'm going to talk about is what we call a pilot phase. What that means is a lot of these, and the reason why it's in pilot phase, and I'm starting with that, is because I want to share with you that it's not out there to all the lenders yet, but this is called your Ultra Fico, okay? And this is a brand new extension to your FICO credit report. All right, so let me give you some information about the Ultra Fico. So basically, this is going to help a lot of people out who have a thin file or want, same thing with the Experian Boost, thin file. You guys don't have a whole lot of negatives on your credit report. Someone who's trying to build positive history, get started, right? Don't know how to kind of get started. You have all these things that you are already paying. This is actually linking to your bank account as well. But what they're looking for here is people that have money, people that have been responsible with their bank account, right? So we're not looking at utilities here. We're now looking at how many payments have you made on time. We're looking at the length of time your bank account has been opened. We're looking at the frequency of your transactions in your bank account. We're looking at evidence of consistently having cash, right, in your checking and your savings account. Positive history, account balances. You're not going negative all the time. And here's the cool thing. And so this links to your bank account to look at your overall banking history, right? But what you have to do with the Ultra Fico, this is called Ultra Fico, is actually give permission to the lender. So maybe you don't have the best credit, but you can then pull out and go, hey, I give you permission to check my Ultra Fico score. And essentially what that's going to do is they're going to start looking at your bank account instantly to go, okay, cool, John Smith may have a 625 credit score, but he's got 80,000 in his savings account. You know, he's got 5,000 in his checking. He's never overdrafted any accounts. His transactions have been clean. He's not going into the negative. You know, and these are things that they're going to look for to go off your finances as opposed to only what we talk about known as the credit score. This is a huge bomb I just dropped here where you guys can actually go, you know what, well, cool, I've got money, right? You understand how this is going to benefit NBA and NFL and sports and people that of status, right? People of caliber, people of sports, people of high net worth companies, people of, right? Maybe they don't have the greatest credit score, but they've got financial backing. And so if they have that, they can then pull out and say, hey, it's cool. You can check my Ultra Fico, and then the lenders will be able to check that and see that their finance in order and make a decision based on that, not based on the 625. So this is a brand new program. It's in pilot phase, which means all lenders don't use it currently, but they're starting to adopt it, right? We had talked about this a couple of months ago where the FICO 10, almost every lender has already adopted or at least is considering adopting the FICO 10 model. We had talked about this a couple months ago. I told each and every one of you guys to make sure you don't get spanked when the FICO 10 comes out, because if you understand how the FICO 10 works, and we've been using FICO 8 for many, many years, the FICO 10 model is where they can do a trending. It's called FICO 10T. And what that means is a trending 24 months. So now what lenders can do is they can look at your credit report and see everything you've done over the last 24 months. How high is your utilization rate? Have you had any missed payments? How about those collections? Did we add trade lines? Right? What is our payment history been? Have we been paying on time? Have we been paying late? 24-month look back. And I've been telling you guys for a long time to make sure that you get your credit fixed before the lenders at dealerships, mortgage companies, and credit card companies start adopting the FICO 10 model. Because let's say I work for GMC and I am working for a car dealership, right? And I'm the lender for Chrysler Capital. And John Smith walks in the door where normally John Smith could have had a bunch of stuff removed off his credit. John Smith could have had, great utilization when he walked in the door. It could have been 3%. But that's FICO 8. That's a snapshot of your current credit report. But now Chrysler Capital can go, okay, John Smith, we see that your credit score is a 768. You have 2% utilization. You got all these accounts. But guess what? Now we've got a picture of what you've done over the last 24 months. And here's what we see. We see, sir, that you have a 2% utilization today, but you had a 97% utilization 3 months ago. What happened there? We see that you've had collections removed back 8 months ago. You've had some collections removed. And what happened there? Right, we see you went from a 515 credit score less than a year ago, and today you're at a 768. We're a little concerned as the behavior, right? Did you get a credit sweep where somebody just went in and wiped everything? Did you add trade lines? Was the information on your credit report removed because it was really inaccurate, negative, obsolete, unfair, erroneous information? Or did we just remove the information because? It looks like your spending habits are significantly higher. Your DTI is much higher 6 months ago than it is today. Did we curve our spending habits? Did we go on to a budget? And so you see where it becomes this predicament of now I can look back 24 months, whereas of right now, they can see a snapshot of just what you are today. Now, can you imagine any lender going, no, it's fine. We don't care about the last 24 months. We just want to stay with our FICO 8 and just see a snapshot of your 768 today, because who knows what happened over the last couple of years. We don't really care about that. Who's going to do that? What lender is going to say, I don't want to adopt this new FICO 10 model? Zero. Because if you could see the behavior of somebody over 24 months, why would you not do that? And so I've been telling you guys for multiple months in a row, and we are coming up to the end of when lenders are going to really start looking at getting this FICO 10. I mean, like, I always keep you ahead of the curve, right? Most of you guys probably never heard of the Ultra FICO. The Ultra FICO we just talked about, right? Where it's going to link to your bank accounts and see your behavior. Most of you guys are like, right now, you're watching me going, Mike, I don't even know what the FICO 10 is. You're lost because you're not in the game. So I got to get you into the game. And everything I'm talking about today, I built for myself. Every word that I'm speaking right now that's inside the credit game, all the activity, everything, how I went from a 515 credit score to an 826 is built inside this. I built it for me. I didn't build it for you guys. You guys just happen to be hearing me today about what I did. And I want you to take part of a system that works. This is a system that works. It's simple. It's easy videos. It's short videos. I don't do a lot of copy. I do most of my stuff in videos because I want you to learn visually. And besides, most courses are boring if it's all copy. So I did a lot of videos to help you kind of get in small chunks. The average person now is 8 seconds is their attention span, where in 1983 it was 8 minutes. So I want you to know that the program that I've put together has helped millions of people change their credit score. And these are really the things that you need to do that you can instantly boost your credit score. But you really need to start looking if you have negatives. This is like where you need to take this video and go, okay, cool, Mike, I know now, like if I get my negatives removed, I can start adding in, and using the FICO, the Ultra FICO. I can start using Experian Boost. I can start using the eCredible for TransUnion, right? What if I showed you how to put 10 years of positive history on your credit report? What if I showed you how to do that little hack that's inside the credit game? I can show you how to add 10 years of positive history on your credit report, so that when you apply for a house or when you apply for a mortgage or a rental or a apartment, that you'd have 10 years of history and show you exactly how to do that the right way. That's inside the credit game. There's every tip, strategy, hack, thing that you could possibly ever think about in credit is inside this. And I keep it up to date with everything that's current. So look, guys, if your credit score is under 700 right now and you're watching this, if you're over 700, congratulations, because you're in the 700 club and you want to go to the 8 to the 850 range like I'm in, okay, there are certain things you need to do. Okay, so probably you don't need the elite credit period, my vendor does, but what you do need is the strategy to go and remove the next lid to go from 7s to 8s, okay? And there is a formula to do this, okay? For you guys that are under 700 and you're watching and going, Mike, look, I'm under 700 because I've got, multiple collections or charge-offs or late payments. There is a strategy to removing that stuff. I show you how to remove the inquiries in 72 hours inside the game. I show you to have access to the #1 vendor. My vendor is the best in the world, hands down, at removing negative information off your credit report. And by the way, they're #1 in speed, because speed is power in 2021. And right now we need speed. We need power. And for you guys that are like, look, I just want to, look, I got money, right? I want to get in the game, but my credit's not that great. You guys need to get in the game. And stop sitting back on the sidelines and going, one day I'll just do it one day, right? America is the biggest procrastinating country in the world. And the reason why most people walk around with their head put down is because they got a low credit score and they're broke. So if you want to be broke and walk around just dilly-dallying through the world, or do you want to be someone that leaves a legacy for you and your family? Do you want to die and they forget about you 2 weeks later because you didn't make an impact? Or you want to be the kind of person they can't fit another damn body in the church because you made a huge legacy and left a legacy for you and your family? Who do you want to be? So if you want to be the guy that leaves a legacy for the family, get in the game, because this directly ties to finances. Once you get your credit fixed, you can start leveraging money, start getting credit cards, start using credit cards for the purpose of building credit and having freedom. Then you can start building your money up, right? Most of my people here at the company, when they were starting with me, they're in the 500s. Almost every single person right now is in the 700s here that works for me, because they're in the game. They're watching it. They're in the game. They're watching my videos. They're learning. You guys got to get in the game. And so the question is this. You can raise your credit score on your own. And I told you this, I tell you this all the time. It's 18, 24-month process. You can do it. Or you can say, look, time's more important than money to me. And I value my time because I don't know if tomorrow is going to be here or not. And if that's you and you're like, look, I'm ready to get in the game, then just call me. Because I personally want to get on the phone with you and say what's up to you. I personally want to be the person that holds you accountable. I personally want to be the person that says, hey, hand me the phone real quick. Let me talk to this gentleman or this young lady who decided to take action today because their life matters, their credit matters, their finances matter, because they want to take care of their family and get a great car on the road for their family and be safe, to get into that house they've been wanting to get, the first-time home buyer, to be able to start their business in trucking, be able to start their business in real estate, to be able to start their business, whatever it is. If that is you, I want to hear from you today, because I'm going to open up a spot now, like I said, in the fastest credit repair ever created on planet Earth. I'm opening up one spot. After talking to the vendor, I was able to get a spot opened up today for you guys. So call me right now at 904-420-7772. My name is Mike from The Credit Game, and these are the 3 hacks you can instantly raise your credit score. Let's rock and roll. I want to hear from you. Take care.